going on, everybody? We are back up north, back at Traverse City area here, shaking cherries, finishing out week 3 of cherry harvest. The first week of July is a big week up here in Traverse. We have the National Cherry Festival comes to town, and that's a big celebration of all the fruit here that we grow in the state of Michigan. So that's pretty neat. The U.S. Navy Blue Angels come into town, and they do a nice little air show. There's a carnival. If you haven't been, highly recommend. So we got some drone footage here of the crews working. Now, with the kind of volume that we have to put out in order to cover all of our ground, while the cherries are still in good quality, we have to work 24 hours a day. So in order for us to work at night, all of the equipment has to be outfitted with LED lights. And as you can see, they really light up everything quite well. The operators have no problem seeing everything they need to. So today we're going to go over the big question is, are organic cherries worth growing? We had a gentleman ask some questions in a previous video wondering about some of the how the process of the organics work here for us. So we're going to answer some of those questions here. Organic cherries as a whole, I think it's great. Doing the organics has been a great opportunity for us. We started it to kind of open up some new doors and markets for us to sell some of our fruit. Unfortunately, it's about 2 times the input for half of the production that we would get from a conventional cherry block. The insect pressure, the insects are the same, but the way that the chemistries that we have to control them are much different, and they're not as strong, in my opinion. So yes, they cost more money, and they don't necessarily do as good of a job. So we're a couple years now into organics, and the first couple of years you spend transitioning your fruit, and then the 3rd year you get your your organic certification. Also, you have to do, like the gentleman asked, if we have to have a buffer zone between conventional tart cherry blocks and the organic blocks. Yes, we do. And his other question, the other part of that was, does it help deter pests from entering the conventional stuff that are potentially coming from the organic blocks? And not so much. If they're even still close, the bugs don't know that buffer zone, they're supposed to stay out of it, of course. So to answer the main question is, are organic cherries worth it to grow? I think so. It costs twice as much to get the materials and to put the time and the headache into doing it and growing them in an organic way, but you also make a little bit more money doing it. Does it pencil out? It must somewhere, somehow, because we're still doing it. But other than that, I would recommend it. I think it's great to do some organic stuff, and anybody should try it. You just have to be organized and stay on top of your spraying, and on top of scouting your orchards for issues, because once you have a problem that really takes off, it's tough to get back under control. Tell us what's going on. Lay it out for us.
Shit fucking broke.
Shit broke.
Why don't you, Sequels, I'm gonna try holding the starter in position, which means you're gonna be cranking it and I'm holding it, so don't run me over.
Again?
Well, why'd you stop?
Because I don't know, it made a funny noise.
Yep. Keep it running, keep it running.
Something black. It's coming out of the water.
Don't. You fucking jack. This is why you can't have around here.
There's too many F-bombs.
Alright. I'm like, leave it here, you fuck. Come on, witness my murder.
Oh my god. And if you missed it last week, if you want to see more about what we do with the cherries after they leave the orchard, you can click on this here and it'll take you to what happens at receiving and how we get rid of the fruit after it leaves the orchard. And as always, if you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. We'll see you next time.